how to use DaVinci Resolve 20 as a beginner and everything you will need to know. So first, after installing DaVinci Resolve and opening it, you want to create a project. So you want to click on File, New Project, and give it a name. So for example, YouTube, like this, and then you can change the location where this is saved, and then click on Create. Now, once your project is created, you can see that we have these navigation buttons at the bottom. The most one we'll be using is the edit button for now. Now, before importing our video and start working on it, or our media, we want to go to File and go to Project Settings and adjust the settings. Now you should pick the resolution. So this is basically the native resolution where the media was shot. So it should match your screen resolution. And if you're making vertical videos for YouTube Shorts and TikTok and stuff like that, you might need to use vertical resolution instead, which will basically make a square video. Otherwise, you can uncheck it to keep working on the native resolution horizontally. Now you can change the frame rate here to match the media. So if you know the media frame rate, or at which frame rate it was recorded, you can set it specifically here. Otherwise, you can default to 30 frames per second. And that's pretty much it for the settings. We can click on the Save button right now. Now we'll go ahead and import our media. So right click on this media pool right here, and then click on Import Media. And then you will simply need to pick the videos or the stuff that you want to import. It could be videos, images, or anything. So in this case, I'm going to pick this video right here. And then it should basically tell you if there is a frame rate mismatch between the video that you've imported and the project settings frame rate. So click on Change to match the frame rates. Since my video was recorded at 60 FPS, now you can double click on the media to preview it, and you can also press the play button to see a preview of this imported media or video. And to start editing this video, we will need to click on the Edit tab right here and click on the media or video and import it to this timeline right here. Drag and drop it over the timeline. And you can think of the timeline as the video that you're going to be exporting. So basically, everything should be organized here as you want to see it in the final video. Now, as you have noticed, there is one entry for the video, which is the first one, and there is a second entry for the audio. So you can also control the audio and the video. At certain parts, you might need to cut video only or audio only. We can do that. Now, to preview the video, you can move this slider right here. You also notice that at the top there is this imported media, and there is this timeline. So this media is basically previewing the original imported media, and the timeline is previewing our modification in the timeline we've done to the current video. So to preview them, make sure to click the relevant one that you want to preview, and then you can use this button right here to play, or you can use the slider to see the timeline at different points. Now you can also adjust the user interface to give yourself more space to work with. You can also reduce these windows right here. You can hide the media pool right here if you don't need it no more. So you can basically click on the media pool on the top and hide it temporarily so you can see the video better. You can also click on it again to bring it back and bring effects and such stuff. You can also adjust the timeline right here to reduce the size or increase the size. Same for these video and audio tracks. Now to start editing our video, we will need to make sure that these are linked, the video input and the audio input as well. So you can click on this and hold shift and click on the second one to make sure to link those. You want to right click and click on link clips, or you can basically use this icon right here, which is this one. While those are selected, you want to click on this icon to link them. And this is especially helpful and important if you want to cut the clip. So for example, you want to remove a part in the middle. That will make sure to remove the audio along with it. So you can select a certain chunk of the video, and then while you remove the video, it will remove the audio along with it. And if you want to remove only a certain part of the video only or the audio only, you can have these selected, and then either click on this one right here to unlink them, or right click on it and click on link clips again, and this will unlink them. Now to make a cut, you will need to place this timeline cursor for like on the frame where you want to cut, or the time frame where you want to cut. And then you want to use this blade tool right here. So you want to click on the blade icon and bring it back to the timeline. So you can drag until it matches the timeline and click on it to perform a cut. And since the clips are unlinked for now, you can see that we just cut the video and the audio is still continuous. So you can do the same for the audio. And if they are linked, you can basically perform one cut and it will cut both. Now with the part of the video that you want to remove, you want to switch back to cursor like this. And with the part of the video cut that you want to remove, so you could probably want to remove the first part like this, or the second part, or maybe do another cut and remove in between. So in this case, I'm going to remove the first part. So I might select both of these right here and then press on the delete key on the keyboard. And that should remove the first part and automatically drag the second part to the beginning of the timeline. And once you start playing, it should start playing from this part. You can also resize the video by clicking on your media right here and performing a split, let's say at this frame right here. Now, once you perform the split, you will be able to switch back to the cursor, and you should see this icon right here to resize. You can click on it and drag to resize. You can also resize certain parts like this by holding the mouse left click and dragging. You can also do the same for the audio. You can hold until you see that icon and drag here until it snaps to the clip or the video. If you want as well, you can also add music and basically drag music and create new tracks to play music under a certain video. So while you're talking and the music is playing in the background, maybe in a low volume, you can also add multiple tracks and multiple videos playing over each other. Maybe like there is a cut in the screen, or layering video on top of each other. So you can drag and drag up to create a new track. And if you scroll up, you should see the new track video created. So there is two videos playing on top of each other. So it's basically like an overlay effect of the video. Now currently, if you're trying to preview the video, you should see only one, since they are all maxed out on the screen. So only one video should appear, and it's the first one of the track, of course. Now to make sure to see the video, the second video or overlay over the first one, you should select the video that you want to display. So for example, the second video, since it's not visible, or we can select the first one since it's always visible, and then click on the inspector logo on the top right here. And then we want to modify the zoom so we can reduce the scale of the first video so that we can see these videos playing on top of each other, as you can see. You can also modify a bunch of other stuff from this window. You can also adjust the audio if you select the audio. And next, we can also do transitions. So for example, if we have two cut clips right here, instead of like immediately switching between these two, we can bring the timeline cursor here and then click on effects and then click on video transitions, and we can choose from these right here. You can see the effects that they give you. So for example, I'm going to pick this diamond iris and drag it over this split and then drop it here. And if you play the video, you can see the transition in effect, and it looks cool. Now, once you're done with your video, you want to click on the Deliver tab here, and you want to give it a name. So for example, test video. And then you want to choose a location where to export the video. So for example, the Videos tab right here, and give it a name. Click on Save. Now you want to click on Single File, since you want a single file video. And then you want to choose Video tab if you're exporting video. Format, you want to expand this and most likely use MP4. And then you can leave pretty much everything as default settings. Now you want to click on Add to Render Queue and wait for it to finish. You will also need to click on Render All. Once it's finished rendering, you can basically double click on this to open the video or open the location and watch your video. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching and subscribe.